Am I the asshole for staying at a hotel instead of my parents' house for the holidays? I 31F have a progressive disability that causes flare-ups and fatigue. This means that I do have good days, but my bad days are becoming more and more frequent. On those days, the most I can do is sit up and maybe work on my computer. Almost a year ago, I moved to a different state for medical care and to get a job that would be flexible with when I go into the office. I am very lucky that I can work at home thanks to my doctor's note whenever. All my work is on the computer and not physically taxing at all. A few days ago, I flew home to my hometown for the holidays. Travel can be extremely difficult for me, and I was exhausted, and when I got to my parents' house around 9 p.m. we had a nice conversation for about an hour, and then I said I needed to go to bed considering I would be working in the morning. My mother listed all of the things that I would need to do first, including wash the sheets from the last person who stayed there, clean the guest bathtub and toilet that hadn't been used most of the year, and unload my suitcase because she doesn't allow suitcases on the carpet. I was wiped out, so I took my clothes out of my suitcase, found a blanket that seemed clean, and fell asleep on top of the dirty sheets with it. In the morning, I did wash the sheets and bathroom. When my mum got back from her voluntary shift, she is retired, but sometimes her old job asks her to fill in as a favor. She started getting frustrated because the house is in shambles and people are coming for Christmas. By this, she means my two brothers who always show up the day of Christmas and leave shortly after, and her brother. She proceeded to give me a list of chores to complete. I explained to her that I was having a flare-up and was exhausted by cleaning the bathroom, but I could likely help tomorrow. She freaked out, saying how she works so hard while the rest of us relax at home. She proceeded to say that it's not fair I just come for Christmas and expect to be waited on when I have a job and work all day just fine. I'm pretty used to this attitude from her, and it is why I don't visit too often. I tried explaining again about my chronic illness, but she continued make passive-aggressive comments about how she will have to work on Christmas because nothing gets done. She told me in a rare sentimental moment in the past that she is in denial about my diagnosis. Ultimately, I just couldn't take it anymore and said that I would go to a hotel so she doesn't have to wait on me. Staying in a hotel isn't easy on me financially, but I did it anyways. My father called me explaining how upset I made my mother and that I need to apologize. Stress makes my illness worse, and right now all I can really do is lay here. However, I'm wondering if I really should go back and apologize and try harder to do the chores, even if they physically hurt. I do love her and want to help, it can just be really hard for me.